I'm sorry, y'all. I've been talking the last couple of seconds and y'all couldn't hear a thing I was saying. All right. Hey, family, I am here. We are live and I'm getting myself together. So it may just be me talking tonight, but we're going to do what we're called to do. And I'm going to share the vision. And whoever comes on, comes on. And whoever don't, hear what it is. So I'm going to be snacking a little bit too because our launch team interests me. Our launch team open house is not really a formal opportunity to gather. It's just an informal opportunity. So I want you to check it out. Okay. I want you to get something to snack on, and we're going to talk. We're just going to enjoy each other. We have more. We have plenty of formal opportunities all throughout the week. I'll be honest. So I want you to get your drinks, your snacks, and let's have a good time. Okay. All right. So welcome, 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 everyone. And I pray that you all have had an exceptional day. I pray that you all have had a superb and phenomenal day. And hmm, because I truly needed something to eat, it's the biggest reason why I'm snacking right now. I truly need something to eat, and my chicken just got done. Well, the top piece just got done, and I have some of the bottom ones still baking. So, it does want to be real tender in another 30 minutes to an hour. So get on in here, y'all. Get on in here and talk to me. Lord, it's gonna be just be by myself tonight. But the Saints are taking a long time to get on into this meeting. All right, so we're live on Twitter and we are live on Facebook. So I'm sorry, not Facebook, YouTube, but Twitter and YouTube. We're live on Twitter and we're live on YouTube. Oh my goodness. So it'll just be me talking tonight. I'm going to do a bit of sharing. Now, if it's just me talking by myself, I usually don't, I'm usually not bothered by that. But when there are others that are supposed to be a part of what we got going on, it is always challenging managing everyone's schedule and then managing my own as well. So, I've eaten my fill, and I normally don't try. I normally don't eat on camera or drink on camera, as it is a little unprofessional. However, like I said, our Thursday night launch team um, open house meetings is something that I want to be a little bit informal, and so I want us to kind of just be relaxed. I don't want it to be so formal, stuffy, and all that. Okay, so I have my straight my t-shirt out here, get myself together. Okay, now let's do this. Let us go into these notes. And as we are going into our notes, I also want to share some details with you. We are still in our campaign, beloved. And I cannot wait for you to see the manifestation of this campaign. Our campaign is called Better Than Ever. Regretfully, over the last couple of months, I've taken some tremendous losses, I'll be honest. And people, equipment, just lost a lot. And usually, in the history of how God does things, whenever there's a tremendous loss, it is always before a tremendous gain. So, though we've lost quite a bit, we're intending to come back better than ever. This is our Operation Upgrade campaign, and our goal is to rebuild our state of the art studio and event center in the metro Atlanta area. Of course, we are located in the city of Marietta, not too far from Austell Road and the city of Austell, um, just west a few minutes of Atlanta, Georgia. Our goal is above and beyond $50,000, and of course, uh, you can tap rather Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and Square on our website. Or just simply type in the email address there, give@christophersermons.org, and the giving information that you need will pop right up for you. Okay. Our goal is above and beyond $50,000. So anything you sow towards this effort will be greatly appreciated. However, we have some specific amounts that we're desiring to share we're desiring and looking for. And so these specific amounts are what are going to help us reach and exceed our goal of above and beyond $50,000. 50 partners with sharing $100, 40 partners sharing $250, 30 partners sharing $500, 20 partners sharing $1,000, and 10 partners sharing $250. I cannot wait to share with you how the vision that God has given us and is going to manifest through this campaign as you all sow and invest in this kingdom enterprise. Again, we are looking forward to making a significant dent we're going to make a significant dent in our campaign. And I'm looking forward to showing you, as I said before, what the manifestation of this promise is going to look like moving forward. All right. So don't be afraid. Don't be alarmed. We're in our Better Than Ever campaign. And I'm excited about seeing what the hand of God is going to do in and through and among our obedience and our sacrifice. All right. Now, by way of announcements, we are moving forward, beloved. We're moving forward. We are launching in 4 different cities over the next 2 years. And I cannot wait to share with you more about how this thing's going to come to pass. For those of you who are friends, supporters, partners, associates, neighbors, comrades, constituents, disciples, members, um, leaders aspiring to build with us. I'm looking for your participation and your support. And so it's always good when you can be a part of as many times that we are streaming live as possible. The best way to make sure that you are a part of what we're doing is to always visit the YouTube channel. Visit our YouTube channel frequently. I'm going to almost always post from this day forward 2 or 3 different streams in advance, so you'll know what's coming. And more importantly, I've shared the flyer every day. I share it at least twice a day sometimes. I share the flyer every day. And if you're online, drop some comments in the chat so that I know you're there. I can't see who's present, but I can see that, when I can see the numbers of who's present. So it's always helpful when you can kind of just drop some comments in the chat and let me know that you're streaming with us. Find the chat button and just drop a comment in the chat. Let me know who you are, or check in, drop something, say hey, hey Arch, hey Apostle, hey Bishop, hey Rev, all that good stuff, and let me know that you're in the chat. So again, we are streaming. We are one church in 4 locations. Um, and we're building towards these locations. Our first location is in Atlanta, Georgia. That is Fullness Church, and I'm excited about fullness coming to fullness is coming to be. Like, fullness is really coming to be. It's just so incredible. It's so amazing. And then, of course, we have Victoria, Charlotte, we have Ladder, Virginia Beach, and we have Antioch, Philadelphia. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this thing manifest, man. And you all let me know in the chat what you think about some of the graphics that we've created. I think these things are looking really, really dope. Like, these concepts are just incredible. They're amazing. They are beautiful. And I'm grateful to God for the clarity of vision. All again, make sure that you're joining us each and every single Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. Tuesday and Thursday, we're live at 7:30 p.m., not 6:30. I'm going to have that updated. And on Saturday and Sunday we're live and in person. Come January and February, we're going to be live and in person on site on the weekends for our fellowship hour on Saturday mornings at 8:30 a.m. And our worship hour on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Okay, so I believe that we're going to start out for the month of February having two live worship services, um, and I think February we're going to have two services. March we're going to have two services, and then in April we may do two services, or we may just go full steam ahead and begin worshiping every single week. Okay. But I'd like to get some, knock out the kinks. I like to get the kinks out of the way. Of course, we're going to be doing something that we call Atlantis Got Talent, that where we share and audition for the membership and the team members that we're looking for. So make sure that you are ready and are prepared for this. Hey, do not forget that we're going to be live in Atlanta in January 28th. We will have our first worship service. And from that point on, we will be meeting second and fourth Sundays in February. Okay. Second and fourth Sunday in February, second and fourth Sunday in March. And then we will go full steam ahead, first, second, third, and fourth every Sunday from April on. Okay. Every Sunday from April on at 8:30 a.m. All right. Unless otherwise planned or scheduled or whatever the case is. So I believe that's what we're going to be doing. So you all let me know how you feel about that. And hey, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much. Good looking, good looking, good looking. I'm happy to have you on with us. All right. So yeah, I'm going to flash these graphics one more time. We're going to be in 4 different cities in the next 2 years. Make sure that you're joining us every morning, every afternoon, and every morning, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. for prayer, every Saturday and Sunday at 8:30 a.m. for worship and fellowship. Saturday is our fellowship hour. I think what we're going to do on Saturdays is we're going to have, and let me come up to Brad so y'all can see me. Okay. So I think what we're going to do on Saturdays is I think we're going to have a singles fellowship hour, a couples fellowship hour, maybe like a youth fellowship hour on Saturdays. And then we'll have like a full family fellowship hour, something of that sort. So so every different weekend we'll have a different group of people that are going to be gathering for our fellowship hour. So it's not always the whole church feeling that they're obligated to be a part of fellowship. Again, because we're already praying every morning, we're already in worship, we're already in discipleship on Tuesdays, launch team on Thursdays, and so like literally we're doing something every single day. But hey, like, what's the point? Like, what's the big deal? We got a work to do. We got our work to do, and so I'm excited about the work, man. I'm truly excited about the work. I see some folks in the chat, and I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for hopping on in. Thank you so very much for hopping on in. So you are welcome to share, and we're going to talk tonight. Um, Let me see if I can locate my notes. I think they're over. All right, y'all give me a second. I got to locate my notes. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here. All right. All right, y'all. I'm back. Sorry about that. We are back. Okay. All right. So we're here, and so I one of my cousins is notorious for keeping a record of the annals of my um, stories, and he will know that I, like many visionaries, am notorious for just scribbling. All I want you to see how consumed this paper is. Do y'all see this paper? I want you to look at this paper. This paper is literally covered with notes from of the vision. Like when God gives me vision, it is extremely not the whole backside, of course, but when God gives me vision, it is extremely detailed, extremely detailed. When you look at the book of Exodus, and when you look at um, the book of Exodus, and when you look at uh, how God planned the tabernacle, it was extremely, extremely detailed. Okay, so this is no different. We are exactly the same, and I'm really excited about what it's going to look like. Now, let's go into our vision statement, um, and or this is our mission statement. Yes, this is our mission statement. Our mission statement is taking the kingdom into the world and bringing the world into the kingdom. Okay, and that is the mission statement of Church Unlimited. And Fullness has not created a distinct mission statement just yet. However, it'll be directly relating to the city that we are planted in, and whatever cities we are planted in if we decide to plant an extension campus. Um, so that's that. Now, as far as I want to say, as far as our, and feel free to talk back to me if you're in the chat. I love an interactive live. I love an interactive stream. Okay. Now, as far as what we're going to be doing, um, and as far as our vision is concerned, that is still coming together for me. To be honest, that is still coming together for me, and I do solicit your prayers because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's really extensive, and that's not just regarding Fullness in Atlanta, but for every ministry, for every auxiliary, for every leader, every person, every family. I will say, and I'll start out with this: we do have a goal. We do have a goal of reaching 120 families on launch, or by rather, launch Sunday. Okay. We do have a goal of reaching 120 families um, on or and by launch Sunday. So what that looks like is roughly anywhere from 2 to 300 people. By the time we launch, we are intending to launch with over 120 families giving, accountable, and attending. Okay. That is our mandate. Well, our mandate is to push for 120 families by launch Sunday as disciples of the ministry and every ministry. I feel like 120 is a good launch strategy for considering that the first church launched with 120 people in the upper room. But I want to say that those were 120 different people, whether they were related directly or they were indirectly related, or whether they were just simply because it was men and women in the upper room. So, I'm sure that there were maybe a handful of families. A handful of them were of the same family. They were all different families. It wasn't just 120 men in the upper room because of the scripture says that there were men and women in the upper room. However, um, we know that there were 120 in the upper room on one Sunday, which for Fullness is the day of Pentecost. So the day of Pentecost, and I can get you the exact date that we had our first service on Jefferson Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And my cousin knows all about that. We were talking about it a couple days ago. He's been a tremendous supporter of mine, and you all will meet him in person really, really soon. But I have a cousin who's been a part of my ministry for a really, really long time, who's been supporting my ministry, endorsing my ministry. We've done ministry together for several years, and he reminded me that we had our first service of Fullness on Jefferson Street in Philadelphia, around the 5200 block of Jefferson. So on Pentecost Sunday, Pentecost weekend, actually. Um, so again, we're looking to have 120 families giving, accountable, and attending uh, consistently by launch Sunday. And so once we get closer to what that launch Sunday, once we get these things really, really solid, we'll be able to give you a solid date on what the actual launch Sunday will be for Fullness Atlanta and for any other ministries that we're going to be planting. Okay. Okay, number one. That's number one. And so launch Sunday will likely be, it could be later in 2023. It could be around spring of 2024. Um, so the likelihood of it happening, it all depends on quite a few factors. But I would like to say that we're going to aim for fall of 23 at the earliest, spring of 24 at the latest. That is our goal. We're looking to host launch Sunday, fall of 23, fall of 2023, or spring of 2024. Okay, so forgive me for looking down. I'm just typing notes in my tablet and my iPad here. Okay, all right. Now, um, what we're going to be doing as a strategy for winning these souls is quite a few things. First of all, we're going to be planning something that we call Super Seed Saturday. Okay, Super Seed Saturday is when we second, and I already have this written down, so I just got to move this up here. All right, so Super Seed Saturday, we are going to have our first major Super Seed Saturday, um, and we're going to have a Super Seed Saturday every Saturday every month. I'm sorry, not every Saturday. One Saturday a month, we will host Super Seed Saturday, okay? One Saturday a month, we will host Super Seed Saturday. And what Super Seed Saturday is going to look like is this. We're going to be soliciting, um, asking, petitioning, requesting, showcasing, bugging, bothering 200 of our friends and family members to sow into this vision a seed of $50 on Super Seed Saturday. Our goal is to raise at least five figures, okay, on that day, whatever it looks like. It's got to be something in the five-figure range. It could be, but not if people want to give more, that is absolutely amazing. But we're looking to raise about five figures once a month to take care of a lot of things that we have as far as the operating budget and to give us all the equipment we need and also help us to facilitate the arrangements that are required for us to do ministry in this particular facility. So we're going to be having a Super Seed Saturday once a month, every month. Um, and that is likely going to be on the second weekend. We're going to do Super Seed Saturday on the second weekend. All right, Super Seed Saturday, second weekend, once a month. All right, that's going to be 200 of our partners sowing a seed of $50 or more, and that will help us generate the a portion of our operating budget for that month. Okay. Now we're going to be sending out personal thank yous to everyone, and so everyone that gives, they will receive a personal thank you card from us as they are partnering with us to make this thing come alive. And I'm connected to too many people. I'm literally connected to hundreds upon hundreds of people, and I don't believe that any of them have any desire for me to fail. Some people may be confused or conflicted with my calling, but I don't think they have any desire for me to fail. So we're going to be making some direct phone calls and sending out some direct text messages and following up with people so that they understand we are serious about this vision, and they're going to be tired of us calling and sick of us calling and texting and all that, and they're just going to get to it because they want us to stop. And of course, I don't want to bother people or burden people. So maybe every couple of weeks or so, we'll say thank you, partnering us with us once, and would you mind partnering with us again? Because it's going to take quite a bit of support to get this. This is not a horse-drawn carriage, y'all. This is not a horse-drawn carriage. This is a rocket ship. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of power to get a rocket ship off the ground. Okay. Now Also during Supersede Saturday, we're not just going to talk about people giving to the ministry, but Supersede Saturday is an opportunity for us to give from the ministry. Okay, so all the money that comes in helps us to bless the community that we're going to be a part of. So I want to be able to do something for some families, like some young families, some young couples, maybe even some single parents, like myself. I'm a single father. I don't have a spouse that I live with. I don't have a roommates and all that do for me. Well, it would really consist of a spouse. If you're not, you don't have a significant other, or you're not married, you're a single parent. Okay. And so I would love to partner with some single parent families in the neighborhood, some struggling or families that would need some assistance with certain things, and maybe even finding some business owners who want to just to a boost to their business or whatever the case is. So, yeah, so we're gonna be doing this really really good. I'm looking to make sure that we have what we need for the community. So during Supersede Saturday, we're gonna have a prayer station. We're going to have food giveaway. We're going to have hot food for sale. We're going to have a communion station, and we're going to have a baby blessing sign up and a baptism sign up. We're going to have a baptism sign up, baby blessing sign up, and communion sign up. Okay, as well as a launch team sign up. Okay, y'all forgive me for typing. I'm just typing. Y'all forgive me for not looking in the camera. One day I'm gonna have somebody doing this stuff for me. All right. Okay, so we're gonna have a launch team sign up. And as far as our launch team is concerned, I believe that we have several different departments that we're going to be building upon. Okay. Um, Now, let's see. Well, we first have our production team. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Let me go back here. The first department that we're going to be building is our administrative team. So we do need a secretary, a treasurer, and we need security as well. I'll be honest, we do need security because every church, every ministry has to secure its assets, which are the people that have come to worship and to pray and to praise and to fellowship and to support one another and to hear vision for their community and for their lives and for their future. So we will need our security team. So, right, 1 second, y'all. Let me see. So our security department will actually be a part of the hospitality team. Okay, but our administrative team, our administrators, is a secretary, treasurer, and I know that there's more that's supposed to be part of the administrative team. Um, so we will get to all of those details as far as what a proper administrative team looks like. Let's maybe even do a quick Google search here. Let's do a quick Google search. Um, let's do an administrative team positions. Let's do that. Okay. So our administrative, okay, well, that makes sense. That makes good sense. Our administrative team could include quite a few people. Uh, so let's see. So I'm just looking on Google right now. I see something that tops up as far as administrative job title hierarchy, administrative assistant, office assistant, data entry clerk, office administrator, and receptionist. Um, so yeah, we gotta work on this one. Gotta work on this one because I have a vision that I would love to see come to pass. As far as when you walk up, people kind of greet you. You'll be coming down the carpet with the church logo on it, and it's going to be an amazing experience, you all. It's going to be a really, really amazing experience that I cannot wait to share with you. So, um, so yeah. Let me see here. Whew. gosh, Lord, give me strength because we have so much to accomplish, y'all. Give me strength, Jesus. So now I will also say to you guys that on on the on the one Monday a month, one Monday a month, I want us to come together, just one Monday every month. I want us to come together and to have a miracle night, a Monday night miracle service. On a Monday night miracle service. That's really what I felt led to do that. And I believe that God's going to do some amazing things in and among us and through us. And I want to teach on the supernatural. I want to teach on the supernatural. I want us to experience supernatural. I want us to worship and to pray and to praise in faith, believing that the supernatural will manifest in and among us. Okay. And so um, one Monday a month, we're going to have um, a Miracle Monday worship service. Um, and it's going to be a supernatural encounter. That event will be free. It will be free to everyone who comes. I believe that I think that, well, not, I don't think it's actually going to be free per se. Let me take that back. Uh, to start us out, every event that we have will require registration, and that registration is not going to be terribly expensive. Um, we're looking to cover at least I want to say for some events, it'll simply be a $5 registration. For some events, it'll be a $10 registration. For some events, it'll be a $20 or $25 registration. For some events, it'll be $50 if we're having a special event that requires and necessitates a lot. So, and of course, there's always the freedom of offerings that, during one thing or another. But I don't want to burden people. I don't want to burden anyone. But the reality is that ministry costs. It is never free. I don't want to say it's not free. It's never free. Ministry costs money. Institutionalized religious and spiritual practices and gatherings require an investment on the part of all parties involved. So in order that the responsibilities, the financial responsibilities of the ministry don't always fall back on the leader, the visionary. That's what the team is for, to help undergird and support the ministry. So I believe that our Miracle Monday service is going to be it's going to have a small registration because I would love to see that room packed out, and I don't want to burden people too much with the cost of it. However, we are going to require that everyone who attends registers prior to, or they can register on site. Now, if you register prior to, your seat is reserved. I'm going to always encourage everyone to register beforehand. And so you'll have an opportunity to register for each event that we have going on, so that we'll have a checklist, a database of people that are going to be present at those meetings, at those gatherings. However, if you come, depending on I mean, we may have an opportunity to announce to you exactly how many seats we're going to have per event and how many seats were taken up already per registration. So we may update that every month or so. I mean, every day or so, depending on what the kind of event it is. We'll actually give a chart and a seating chart on how many seats have been um, accounted for. I'm not going to be reserving any seats. And so if you have a preferred seating area that you'd like to be in and you kind of know the layout of our sanctuary, which most people will by the time we get finished renovating it, we're going to have pictures and videos of what the room looks like. Some people like to sit in the back, some people like to sit in the front, some folks like to sit in the middle, some folk like the left, some folk like the right, some folk like the center. And so we're not going to be reserving any seats. So my best suggestion for you is to get there early. All right, get there early and so that you can make sure that you have the seat that you're looking for. We will always open the doors of the church, of our sanctuary, about 15 minutes before worship. Okay, so we'll always you can wait in your cars, and then 15 minutes before we start worship, we're going to be opening the doors around 5 minutes after we're supposed to be starting. Or actually on time, we'll probably have a clock down, a drop down clock. I'll be, either, I don't know, I'll be around doing something. And maybe even I'll just be in the room so that once we get started, we can move right on in to what we got to do. Um, So yeah, so we're looking to do that, and I'm excited about it. So our Miracle Mondays is what's going to be happening once a month, every Monday. We're going to be teaching on the supernatural. So our Miracle Monday night, uh, and so we're going to do, we're going to have prophecy. We're going to pray and believe God for healings. If you have bills that you want to present, uh, we're going to have gift activation. If you have a gift the particular spiritual gift that you want someone to partner with you in prayer, to labor with you in prayer concerning, we're going to do that on Miracle Monday. So we have prophecy, we have gifts and activation. We have, what else we have? Um, we have prayers, and we have something else. What was it? We have prophecy, prayer, gift activation, teaching on the supernatural. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right. And come February, of course, as we're already doing, we are going to be streaming live. However, we will not be in person every weekend in February. It may be a small production crew. Some days it'll be the full kit caboodle. Okay. But again, I want to make sure that we have everything in place before we start having corporate worship, so that um, we can really begin to do this thing big. Okay. We're going to do it really, really big. Um, and I'm excited about it. Now, let me also lay this out to you. Again, we're going to have a Super Seed Saturday every month. Um, Now, what it's going to look like in the month of January is our first worship service, uh, Living Unlimited, and I have notes for it. So our first service is going to be on January 28th. All right, January 28th at 6:30 p.m. All right, our first service is going to be January 28th at 6:30 p.m. After that, we'll be back on the second. Um, well, we'll be live streaming on the first, second, and third floor. We're going to be streaming every single weekend. However, we won't actually have live services until it's second and fourth Sunday. Okay, second and fourth Sunday, February, and in March is when we're going to be meeting. Second and fourth. April, just before Easter Sunday, we're going to start having every Sunday worship in person. And by then, of course, we'll have that eight, 5 or 6 gatherings. And so we should have knocked out the kinks by then. We'll know what our flow is going to be. We're still going to be soliciting for launch team partners. So I cannot wait to share with you all what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be pulling things together. We may decide to push it back. You never know. Like I'm optimistic, and I want to say that we're going to go to every service or every week in person, but we may still keep that second and fourth kind of arrangement, and just maybe meet on special Sundays. But I want to look forward to just doing something consistently, because I think that we have plenty of room to grow. Man, and when I tell you, this room has so much potential. It is crazy. It has so much potential. And I'm looking forward to renovating that space so that we can have adequate and superb worship encounters. Okay. Um, Now, if there's any questions, comments, and concerns, please message me on YouTube, inbox me, DM me on, or you can drop comments, and I'll come back to YouTube and check the comments. I'll check as much as possible. I check all my notifications as often as I possibly can. I don't like missing anything from anyone that anybody sends to me. So, but it's better to send me a direct message, and send me a direct message to a DM or an IM on Instagram. on Twitter now because my Facebook is down, my Messenger is down, so I can't get into Facebook at all. So do that for me really quickly, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate every single one of you for being a part of what we have going on. If you have any questions about anything that I have not addressed, let me know. Send me a message or drop a comment, and we will get back to you. All right. So I'm gonna hop over here because I gotta get to dinner, y'all. I gotta make my son's dinner, and it's getting late. It's just after 8 o'clock, 8:15ish or so. So we're going to um, get to that. But I'll see you all tomorrow morning and at 6:30 a.m. And next this coming Saturday and Sunday at 8:30 a.m. for our fellowship hour and our worship hour. And then next Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. We're going to change the graphics so you can see that properly. Next Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for discipleship on Tuesday and fellowship and our launch team open house on Thursday night. Okay, I cannot wait to share more about the vision with you. Until next time, y'all have a great night. Peace. See you in the morning at 6:30. Don't be late. Set your alarm and go check the YouTube so you can get the subscription notification. All right. I love y'all. Peace.